guys, it's Sarah, and today I'm here with a new video, and this video is going to be a much requested video on how to avoid the freshman 15. What is the freshman 15, you might ask? The freshman 15 is a notion that when you go to college, your freshman year, you are subconsciously going to gain 15 pounds. And this is probably from a lot of different factors, but I'm here today going to talk about my experience with the freshman 15 and give you 5 tips on how to avoid it. It's like crazy to me that actually the national average is 15 pounds. I personally gained about 7 pounds, but then again, I've always had a really high metabolism my whole life and have had a very slim frame. Obviously that's different for everyone, and I'm not saying that you should go out of your way 100% to avoid the freshman 15. You know, weight gain is natural sometimes, and weight gain is not always negative. Sometimes you just need to gain that weight. Sometimes it's muscle. Most of the time, if you're working out and gaining weight, it's muscle, which is great for your body. But this is just the typical. When you go to college, you have your own responsibilities. You are in a different change of environment. You don't have as much of a schedule with high school as you did when you would eat breakfast before high school. You had your same lunch at the same time every single day, and then you would most likely come home, have a snack, maybe have a little dinner around 6 or 7 o'clock. I know that was my schedule, and you don't realize how helpful a schedule is until you don't really have one, / have to put one together yourself, and you're kind of lazy and you don't really know where to start. I know that when I was in high school, I was always like I don't know, it's not that my parents judged me when I ate unhealthy, but they definitely wanted what's best for me, so they would stock the fridge with apples and celery and stuff that was healthy. And since my fridge was stocked with those healthy options, I wouldn't go out of my way to get something unhealthy. I would just like eat it and like not think twice about it. And also a secret that people don't seem to tell you, because I don't know if they want to stay appropriate or they don't put it into perspective, or since it's not legal, they don't think it's going to happen. But with college comes alcohol and parties, and you don't realize how many calories are in alcohol until it starts to catch up to you and you see your face getting a little more big and you see your little beer belly coming up and you're like, wow, do I really party that much? Even if you don't party that much, alcohol is a really big factor of the freshman 15, and it's something that's not very, relevant in high school. You don't really drink on a consistent level. I never drank at all really in high school until maybe my spring break of senior year. A little bit, I had a couple sips here and there, but other than that, I never really put it into perspective that a drink could have so many calories. And I was doing some research before I was filming this video, and I found out that if you add 144 calories over the calories you're supposed to eat in a day, you are going to gain 15 pounds in 1 year. As little as 144 calories extra a day gains you 15 pounds. That number is unbelievable for me. 144. I eat like a whole thing of instant mashed potatoes by myself, and that thing is 400 calories, and I eat it like it's no big deal. So I'm gonna go on to the 5 tips to help avoid the freshman 15. Tip number 1 being to have an eating schedule. Like I said, in high school, you had an eating schedule without even knowing it. But in college, whether you have like different classes at different times every single day, waking up at around the same time every day and having a good breakfast. Having a good breakfast will kickstart your metabolism no matter what. And when you're in college, I know last year, I was a freshman last year if you're wondering. Last year I remember I would wake up and I would just be like kind of in a rush to go to class and like not really have that much time. But I always felt not complete if I didn't have my breakfast, and breakfast is actually so important into healthy living and staying active and staying like energetic in the mornings. I cannot stress enough how important breakfast is. And your eating schedule can kind of be like, it doesn't have to be a very strict schedule. It can be like, I'm gonna have breakfast from this time, in between this time and this time. I'm definitely gonna have lunch in between this time and this time. I'm gonna have dinner in between this time and this time. Not skipping a meal is so important, because skipping a meal will just make your whole body really confused, and then you'll start snacking more, and snacking is just a no in college. Like, I've 100% stopped snacking, and I feel like that is the reason my body has liked me so much recently, I guess. I don't know if this is a good way to describe it at all, but also the third bullet point under this tip is to not eat after 10 o'clock. And I know that that is very hard and very kind of early, it might seem like in college, because I know I didn't fall asleep till like 2 or 3 a.m. freshman year every single night because I could, because, you know, no responsibilities, not no responsibilities, but no parents watching over you and stuff. But eating after 10 o'clock actually makes you gain almost twice as much as you would if you eat during the day, just because at night your metabolism slows down and you will gain that belly fat a lot more because your body's just kind of shutting down for the night. If you look at how many calories you're eating of something you eat after 10 o'clock, it's basically doubling that with how, and just like not, it's just don't. Just stay away from eating after 10. My second tip is to stay on top of your shit. No, but seriously, like stress equals weight gain so much. And I know people, freshman year of college is the hardest year for a lot of majors. My major is pretty lenient. Like my first semester of college, I know second semester got pretty tough. But when you're stressed, you have more cortisol, and more cortisol leads to like a higher appetite for junk food, and that leads to more belly fat. So obviously you're like, wow, what the heck? Whenever I'm stressed, I'm gaining weight. This is the worst thing in the world. But staying on top of your stuff, really keeping up to your schedule, you know, writing in your planner, really scheduling out your day every single day is going to help you in the long run. Not procrastinating your homework assignments, not procrastinating those projects. If you want a video on how to stay focused in school and how to kind of stay on your shit in school, comment down below because I would definitely love to do that video for you guys. Tip number 3 is to stay active. I remember freshman year, I was like, wow, walking to class is actually hard. Like, I feel like I'm very active. Like, walking to class, like, I don't need to work out. Like, I'm fine. Like, I have those class sweats whenever I'm running late and I walk too fast to class and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, But staying active, whether you make just little decisions in your everyday life or take classes with your friends or get a workout buddy or make your roommate and you really push each other to go to the gym, is so worth it. If you start out college having a schedule on going to the gym and trying out new classes and you have a buddy to do it with you, a buddy or two, it will pay off in the long run so much. I know if you live on campus as a freshman, almost every single person, I'm pretty sure, gets a free gym membership to your college rec center, and I know that I didn't utilize it as much as I should have freshman year, and I definitely utilize it a lot more now, and I think that's why my body likes me a lot more. But also, it's so good for your body, mind, and soul to go take a run, whether it's 10 minutes, just getting your heart rate up a little bit every single day will really make a difference in your metabolism and your energy and your happiness and everything like that. Another little thing I recommend with staying active is if you live in a dorm that's very tall, like my dorm was, I know I lived on the 4th floor and I probably took the elevator way too many times than I should have. Always take the stairs if you have an option, if it's not too hard. If you don't have your really heavy backpack on that day and you just have a little purse, take the stairs. Break up a little bit of a sweat, you know? Those are the little tips that are gonna help you avoid the freshman 15. Tip number 4 kind of goes along with tip number 1, and this is just to stop snacking. Like I said, snacking for me was what made me gain the freshman 15. Every single time I would go to the store, I'm like, I need some more snacks, and I would get the most unhealthy things possible because I'm like, I can, no one's gonna judge me, no one, like, except for me will know. I just need my ramen noodles, I need my instant mac and cheese, my instant mashed potatoes, literally all the most unhealthy things you can think of. Chef Boyardee is what was in my little pantry my freshman year, and staying away from snacking, or if you do have to snack throughout the day, your blood pressure gets low or anything, get some healthy granola bars, get some pistachios. Something that's gonna keep you full longer, maybe stuff to make a smoothie. But staying away from snacking 100% is going to be the best thing for your body. Also, instead of snacking, try chugging a bottle of water. A bottle of water will actually keep you pretty full and your body will thank you later. Almost everyone doesn't drink as much water as they should, so drinking that will help you be full. If you're still hungry after that, obviously you can go ahead and eat. It's your life. But that is a quick little tip I recommend you to do. So my fifth and final tip for you guys is to buy a scale. I know that this is kind of controversial because some people are obsessed with going on the scale, and that's almost like too intense, and it's like not good for your body, mind, and soul to be on the scale twice a day at the same time and like putting yourself down for it. But if you get a scale, waiting until you go on a break and go back to your parents' house to weigh yourself is going to be very depressing. I feel like everyone who goes home for like winter break for the first time after they've been in college for like 3 or 4 months are like, wow, is that real? Like, is that number real? I remember I was like that, and I was like, there's no way I'm like up to that already. But if you weigh yourself at the same time once to twice a week, it'll really help your perspective and like keeping like, I need to stay slim, I need to stay healthy, and I think that that's a really good push to make sure you make the right choices in your everyday life. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. The main tip I have for you guys is to learn self-control. Whether you're taking small steps at a time or making one huge change in your life, self-control is a very hard thing to obtain, but you kind of learn it as you go into college, freshman year, a little more into sophomore year, and by the end of college, you will most likely have the most self-control you've ever had in your whole entire life, which is kind of a cool concept. So thank you guys so much for watching my 5 tips to avoid the freshman 15. If you have any tips, comment them down below. I'd love to hear your tips. I'm still kind of trying to stay away because it's not that like you gain a lot of pounds your freshman year and then you like lose them all. College is a good time. College is a lot of trial and error, but you know, you're learning for the better. So I think we would all like to hear your guys' tips if you found anything that's very helpful. Like I said, comment those down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you want to see next on my channel down below as well, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Peace.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow.